I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Good evening, kids and coaches. Welcome back to another episode of West of Nowhere. I am Levi.
And I am Shane.
Yeah, and you got a little mascot Rooney down back behind you.
You can't really tell now because he's laid down. He was sitting all majestic and shit.
Yeah, he'll still be in the video, though. So, if you're listening to this and you're like, man, I wish I could see that, go to the YouTube. Go through the Linktree. And guess what? It's in there, man. You'll find it. Yep.
If you're wondering, from the sound of our voices, if we're Asian or if we're, I don't know, Pacific Islander, what is it? However you say it? Pacific Islander?
Yeah.
If you're wondering about, one of those things, if you're wondering.
I'm assuming you thought we were this whole time, and I gotta tell you, not even a little bit. I'm like the whitest white, like just a bunch of white people mixed with other white people. I did a DNA thing, but it was through Ancestry, so it just tells you like your, it tells you what regions your people like lived, but it doesn't like give you 100% like breakdown on like what you are. It's just like, you're English and some other things, and I'm like, okay, listen, bitch.
You should have did 23andMe.
Yeah, I still can. I mean, it's not.
It's
not like they only let you do one. Oh, sorry.
No. They're competitors, and once they know you did the other one, they're fucking cut off.
We're banning your DNA, you piece of shit.
But I did 23andMe, and I found out that I am 0.2% Nigerian.
Of course you are. Yeah. You know how I know that? Because you're a fucking scammer. That's how I know. No. I'm just kidding. JK.
send me $100,000, and I will give you $1 million in a couple years.
Yep. Seems flawless to me. I'm in. Speaking of people who want to give us thousands of dollars, our Patreon people, who are they? What do they smell like?
Adam Pacino, Tony Burgess, Sam Norton, Natalie. She wanted me to say her last name correctly.
Acarante.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, can't do that.
This is why we're friends, me and her.
Mark Stadler, our newly found master of media, Kylie Gangwish. Really working really working hard this week. So
yeah, she's doing great. And also, there's two more.
Yeah, no, you were fucking talking. Colton Zamersla, and of course Jeremy Brazzers again. It's West of Nowhere is the coupon code if you go to the Brazzers website.
Yep.
So make sure you go over there.
Yeah. Do you get any money off? No, you actually pay double. But the reason you're paying double is because you're also buying a subscription for us. So appreciate it. Yeah. What's up? What's new? What's going on? What with you?
Dude, I had my son this weekend.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Pretty good, man. I mean, so on the vegetable or not eating just chicken nuggets front, he did try green beans, which was crazy.
Yeah.
Then last night, I was like, oh, we're eating, grilled chicken with corn and mashed potatoes, and he's like, I've had mashed potatoes before and I don't like them. And he's like, I'm not gonna eat that corn.
What? Those are like the two best things ever made. Corn and mashed potatoes. You mix them? Oh, but
so that's the thing. I was sitting there and I was like, you know what, bud? I don't like corn either, but I do like it when I mix them together.
Oh shit! It's like a chemical chain reaction. It's a completely different thing now. God, I love kids.
So I was like, you want me to mix it up for you? He's like, yeah. So I mixed it up, and then he ate a decent amount. I'm still trying to figure out like how to give him smaller portions because he's 6. So like sometimes I pretty much always overestimate.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, not to the point of like what I make for myself, but it's still like an overestimation for him.
Yeah. It's hard to gauge because you never know when a kid's gonna get full either, right? Like,
Yeah, right.
are they full or are they full?
Dude, this kid can make a cup of flavored water last for hours. But
Really?
you put him at the dinner table and he chugs the drink like nobody's business.
That's hilarious.
And then he has to pee every fucking 20 minutes.
Yeah. While he's eating or just
Yeah.
afterwards? Oh.
While he's eating, I gotta go to the bathroom. All right, go. But I always make sure, because at first I thought what he was doing was he'd put food in his mouth. I thought he was going to the bathroom and spitting it out.
Like an anorexic, just
Like he would just like spit it out. So then I started making him like show me that he would like didn't have any food in his mouth before he went to the bathroom.
yeah. I mean, that's a pretty smart idea. Yeah, I know I'd never really had an issue, obviously, with like not liking certain foods, but
Right.
I don't know, like it was always weird because as a kid in my home growing up, like you were expected to sit at the table while my mom and her husband would sit out in the living room. And then like I would get fucking weird looks if I would get up to go to the bathroom during dinner. Like, what? You're not even in the room. What do you care, bro? Like,
Yeah.
it was a very weird thing that we had going on. But, you know, it was really weird. So the first house that we lived together with my little brother's dad, like right around the time when my little brother was born,
Yeah.
it was a duplex, and it was like a split, like half wall that separated the dining room from the living room, but it had like little wooden columns, right?
Yeah.
And so we would like my mom put like little decorations there, and then when we had the shitty betta fish, like we put their fish bowls there. But so like I could hear the TV on the other side of the fucking wall while I'm trying to eat, and I'm like, this is agony. Like I hate it so much. Like I can't see what's happening, and they'd be, my mom was real big into what the fuck, American Idol.
Yeah.
So, like, I can't even see what the people look like while they're singing, and I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like it. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, no childhood trauma there. Well, that's cool though. I'm glad he's starting to kind of wear down. I did see a bunch of snaps from Natalie with him in there, so that's good that they're getting along really well too.
Oh yeah, dude. You could argue that he likes her more than he likes me.
Well, I mean, who doesn't? Dude, I bet everybody that listens to this show likes her more than you, and they've never even met her other than her.
No, I'm pretty sure she likes herself more than she likes me too.
Well, yeah. That's funny. Yeah, she's all right, I guess. Yeah, so I didn't really do a lot this weekend. This is my day 3 of not working, right? Because I have 3-day weekends every year, or every week, every year.
Every year.
Yep. So I don't really do a whole lot, but you ever have this happen where like just a random friend that you haven't talked to in forever texts you or hits you up, and you're like, oh boy, what, where are we going with this?
Yeah.
So I had a very productive conversation with an old friend, and basically there's a lot of, I don't know, there's like a high school deal, so there's a lot of drama and stuff that went on, but they ended up apologizing for the stuff that they put me through, and I apologize for my reactions to those things, and I gotta tell you, I feel fucking great. Like, the second that, like, they uttered what I was thinking that, just about in general, every time I see their name pop up, this, like, thought train starts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is, remember that time, remember this, remember that, blah, blah, blah. And they brought it up, and yeah, apologized and everything. And I just felt like a relief come off of my, like, shoulders.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I have never experienced anything like that in my life. Normally, people don't apologize to me for many things, but I was like, "Oh shit, this is what this is like." Because there's like a bunch of fucking shit on the back burner from all of that,
Yeah.
And I feel great. I feel great. That's what I got. That's my news. Is I'm just killing it over here
Yeah,
in the
that's
mental
awesome,
health
man.
game. So
Yeah, you gotta flex those mental health muscles.
yeah, I haven't even messaged my therapist about it because I was like, I don't even need to. Like, this is such a win that I don't even need to like go out of my way and communicate because I don't want to. Yeah, I just don't want to kill the vibe. Like, I just want to
Yeah.
keep it going. So anyway, that's what I got going on. It was pretty cool. Haven't seen Thor yet, but I'm gonna watch it this weekend.
I've been
probably.
hearing, I've heard not good. I don't know. So I want to say I've heard not good things, but the only thing I heard was funny enough was this morning at work. This guy sits down that I work with, and he's like, I was going to watch, the new Thor, but I heard that it has like this whole new like woke agenda. And I was like, what?
Because there's a lady Thor, or what?
I don't know. He hasn't watched it. He just said that. He hasn't seen it. He just said he doesn't want to
Perfect.
see it because he heard there's a woke agenda. And I was like,
I'm so fucking tired of people having this concern. Like, I get it. You think that because there's people who you don't empathize or sympathize with in things that you like, it's this whole new thing that's going on where they're replacing all the white people with gays and not white people, right? And that's a problem somehow. And like, I don't really see a problem with it in any fantasy or sci-fi, anything that's like, historically based. I get a little weird when they try to shoehorn. Like, there's a show, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Bridgerton on I don't know what it's on. It's on Netflix, I think.
Yeah.
And like all of the cast is all multiracial, but it's like Victorian England,
Right.
and you're like, hold on. This doesn't seem right. Like, obviously England got rid of slavery way before we did, but it just seemed like really out of place. But I'm sure there's a reason. I just never looked it up. But and even that, like, I'm sure if I watched that show, I'd be like, okay, I don't really give a fuck. But as an outsider who's not invested in that show at all, and I'm like, okay, I guess a weird choice, but whatever. Or I remember people getting all butthurt about Hamilton. You haven't seen it, but Hamilton is like mostly not white people, but it's also a musical, right? So like,
Right.
so like Thomas Jefferson's played by a black dude, which hilarious, by the way, if you know anything about Thomas Jefferson. But I remember people getting all butthurt about it. I was like, yeah, well, you know what else isn't real about it? The fucking singing. Like, George Washington didn't sing to Alexander Hamilton to offer him a job. I'm sorry. Like,
how do you know? Were you there?
I was, yeah. I mean, probably one of my relatives was there. I don't know. I fucking 40, or not 40, 11% of all the presidents I'm related to, so
11%.
I think it's like 10.5 right now because we're at 45, right? But or no, 46, 45, 46. Yeah, it's close to 10. Anyway. So anyway, speaking of England, England's version of Boris Johnson, or their version of their Prime Minister Boris Johnson, aka their version of old Donnie, because he's got crazy blonde hair and like just looks frumpy, is resigning. So
Whoa.
Yeah, right. He said that he's going to step down from his post as Britain's Conservative Party leader when a replacement is selected. He's stepping down because of a bunch of scandals, I guess, that have been going on. Obviously, I haven't heard anything about it because I don't pay attention to a lot of British politics, but there was this guy who worked for Boris in his like cabinet.
Yeah. And
he, I guess, was being a little rapey, groping dudes. And Johnson initially denied knowledge of any similar or previous accusations against the guy, and then he changed his story twice. as new information came out. So, he got accused of lying. And I don't know if you know this, usually not a good move for the guy in the big house to lie about things. Bill Clinton. And so, yeah, that's what's going on there. They're going to elect a new one, but I don't know how long that's going to take. Probably a couple months. But it's definitely like a weird thing because I don't know. Like scandals are pretty abnormal, I would say. Like when they happen, you're like, oh shit. But I don't really recall that much of England, like the UK having a main like big scandal that forced their prime minister to resign. Maybe there has been, I don't know, but it's interesting nonetheless.
Yeah, definitely it is.
Yeah. You know, so we'll keep an eye on that as they pick a new person, but I think it's still going to be in the same like party too. Like it doesn't like go to a whole ass election. Like that political party just up and decides, okay, we're going to vote on, like a bunch of people put their name in the hat and then they vote on that. So yeah. Could have been worse. Could have went out like this next guy. The former Japanese prime minister and prominent political figure was assassinated this last weekend.
Holy shit.
Shinzo Abe was killed on Friday via a handmade gun. Like it was like two pipes taped together, filled with explosives, and essentially like a directional pipe bomb is what it kind of sounds
shit.
like. Not to that, massive level, but they're, I don't know, probably inch and a half pipes. I saw the picture of it, which is crazy. And before I go too much further into it, what's really funny about this is the amount of fucking the amount of people going, oh, really? Get rid of all the guns and then you can't shoot nobody? Look at this. Keep in mind that this is the second gun death in Japan this year. Second. We're on like 507 or something. That's not a real number, but it's probably close.
It's probably close.
I mean, I've just, like, I follow the news subreddit on Reddit, and there's a lot of fucking just shootings going on, like, and most of them, like, it's not new. It's just I'm paying more attention to it. I can't remember what that phenomenon's called. It's like, I call it the Grand Theft Auto phenomenon because, in Grand Theft Auto, when you steal a car, you start seeing that same car all over the place, and then you steal a different one to get whatever color you want. But like in real life, you buy a certain car, like when you bought your Yoda, how many Yodas did you see after that?
Dude, they're everywhere.
Yeah, see? Like, it's just because your brain, like, focuses on something that you deemed important more than it would have before because you weren't deeming it important before. And that's, like, the same fucking thing with this, all the food plants are getting exploded and blown up and all this. And, they're not, but not any more than any other year, I suppose. But, yeah. Anyway. So, yeah. Shinzo Abe, I can't remember if he was one or two prime ministers ago. Anyway. The dude got arrested on the spot and was a former member of the Japanese Navy. So, it says he knew how to handle and assemble weapons. Does that mean he was an AO?
Probably.
Because that's kind of what it sounds like.
Or or like a GM.
Yeah. Gunner's mate. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Crime experts say instructions on how to make guns are floating around on the internet, and guns can be made with a 3D printer. I love how the AP News just was like, we'll throw that in there just in case people want to know.
In case you want to make a gun.
Yeah, they're like, oh, fucking dude. Yeah, so anyway, Japan. Getting crazy. I don't remember which direction I wanted to go with this, but we'll just go to this thing because it caught my attention.
Okay.
Did you ever go to the Georgia Guidestones?
The Georgia guy. I've never even heard of that.
Okay, so, well, you can't anymore because somebody fucking exploded one of them. Because I think there's 3 or 4, and then there's one that lays on flat. It looks almost like a, what do you call him? The Stonehenge guy.
Yeah.
And in the Guidestones, there's like things in different languages to rebuild civilization and like tools or not tools, but fucking descriptors on how to do certain things. And they're fucking huge. Big old slabs of marble, not polished marble, just rough cut.
Okay.
And they just showed up one time in 1980. Nobody knew where the fuck they came from. They showed up, and then somebody exploded one of them. And I don't know if this is true or not, but somebody said that, because it's in different languages, somebody said that the one that got exploded was the one that had Chinese and Russian. And maybe also, I guess there's a lot of like religious fanatics that have been calling it very satanic, and it's this fucking this big scary thing, right? Like
Okay, of course.
Yeah. So it got exploded, and then they're like, "Fuck it, we'll just demolish everything." So there's a lot of people who, well, I don't know if it's a lot. There's a group of people who are like, "Oh, really? Guess what? This can't be good because it's supposed to tell you how to rebuild civilization after an apocalypse, and they destroyed it." So
Yeah. So guess what's coming next, sheeple?
Apocalypse, obviously. What's really funny about this is like one of like the first things that it said. First of all, these have been transcribed in like crazy like fashion. People have taken 1 billion pictures of these things. They're all over the internet. So if you're really fucking curious, find a picture and write it down. I don't know. Like it's not that hard to navigate around. Like
I feel like you fail to see. All right, during the apocalypse, there won't be the internet.
write
Levi.
it down right now, dumb bitch.
Why would I write it down right now if it's on stone? Come on.
Well, it's not because it got demolished. Anyway, the first thing it fucking says on one of the pillars is maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Guess what? we're a little off that mark.
Not, and I mean, I would say America is doing the best.
Yeah, I mean, we're close, but
330, right?
yeah, 330, 340, something like that.
Look at that.
Yeah. So, anyway, if you really want to, there's 1 billion pictures of these things. Download them and transcribe them into your own little stone tablet. Like, just go to Walmart, Garden Center, get a little brick thing. Fuck a scratcher in there, bud. Like, I don't know. The funny thing about this is that there was a time capsule
Yeah.
under this, and like I said, it was like put in, I think, the 80s. And there's like a preposterous amounts of lewds found, like from Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Like just an insane amount, like 1 million or something like that. And then or maybe it was like 1,700. I don't know. It was like $2 million worth, right?
What?
That's where I got my million.
It was like 1 million pills or 1,700. One of the two, in between that number.
There's math involved, so I don't like it. And then there was a so there's that. There's a Peterbilt like emblem for some fucking reason. And then there was also that picture of Burt Reynolds where he's naked on a bear rug. That was in there.
That was the pinnacle of human society.
Yeah, obviously. Like you're never gonna pass that, right? Like it's just straight winning around then. So yeah, pretty interesting little thing.
The only thing that would have been better is if they would have found like a vial of tiger blood,
They probably did. They probably just didn't tell nobody, Let's see. Oh, yeah, 1,500 Quaalude pills, $2 million price range.
Holy shit.
Yeah, So that's pretty cool. And then there was something else that was weird. Oh, 8-track of Saturday Night Fever. A 1979 Playboy, also autographed by Burt Reynolds. So here's the thing: was it Burt Reynolds that put these up?
I think it was Burt Reynolds, dude.
I'm just saying. Yeah. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyway, that's what's going on in Georgia. I figured you'd be all about it because
I've never even heard of the Georgia Guidestones. I mean, had I heard of them, I'd definitely made it a point to go see them.
Well, too late. Too little,
Yeah.
too little.
Fucked up.
In Elbert County, Georgia.
Sounds made up.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on in Georgia.
Yeah.
Hey, remember
Hey.
when we talked about hot dogs last week? Fuck.
Last year? Yeah, dude.
We probably talked about hot dogs last year. I mean, I don't know. Costco. I don't know if you know this. Costco CEO is like hell bent on never raising the price of hot dogs. He's all a fuck about it. Let's see. I was trying to get hot dog and soda combo has sold for $1.50 for decades. And, given the recent inflation and everything, somebody asked him, like, hey, don't you think you should increase the price of those hot dogs? And he said, no. That's it. That's all he cared. Like, no, I'm not fucking doing it. Like, bro, it's been $1.50 for fucking ever. Why would I change it now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think that's hilarious. He's like, no, this is my fucking company, and we're gonna keep selling hot dogs and a soda for $1.50. And if you don't like it, you can get out of fucktown. So
Exactly.
yep. So a lot of people trying to come up with some pretty interesting ways to get around abortion bans, right?
Yeah. Already? What's going on?
There's a California doctor proposing a floating abortion clinic that would float in the Gulf of Mexico as a way for people to get access in the southern states. Because obviously, if you live in, Mobile, Alabama, the closest place you can get an abortion would be fucking probably New York without going the other way across, right? So they're like, we'll put a floating abortion clinic in the Gulf. I kind of love this idea. It's, international waters. Who gives a fuck? Like, dude, why didn't they think of this sooner?
Yeah.
I can't imagine it's,
It's a super good idea. Like, I mean, same thing like cruise liners do. They wait till they're out in the international waters and then you can gamble.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's what we do. You get a discount if you get a cruise and you're pregnant. and then they just do it on the cruise ship.
There you go.
Like they just have an in-house abortion guy, and his name's Cletus, and he chain smokes the whole time. It might not be a doctor, but it's fine.
He could be a doctor.
Yeah. So I just thought that was really interesting. So the idea is to provide a clinic aboard a ship in the federal waters and out of the reach of the state's laws that would offer first trimester surgical abortions, contraception, and other care. So again, staying within that first trimester, they're not out there killing brand new born babies, despite what they would have you believe. Or maybe they are. They're just not telling us. Like Wayfair all over again.
Yeah, dude. They're definitely still selling kids.
Definitely not doing that.
We don't sell kids.
We definitely don't do that. So thanks for asking. There's some upsetting news maybe for some Assassin's Creed fans.
Oh, they're discontinuing it.
They're discontinuing a couple games, not any of the new ones, but
okay.
I think the biggest one is Liberation.
I guess. Oh, the one in like colonial age.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah. Where you're like freeing slaves and stuff.
Racist.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, which was a spin-off of Assassin's Creed 3. Yeah, and now it's already like if you buy or have gotten the Assassin's Creed 3 remastered, you'd already get Liberation included with that.
Okay.
But they're not telling me what other games. Like there's 2 other games besides that one, and they're just not. Let's take a guess. What's that one that everybody fucking hated?
Assassin's Creed Unity, I think.
Unity?
I think that's what it was.
Yeah. So I was thinking that. I just couldn't remember the name. But
I don't know what the other one would be. Maybe, so not Valhalla, because that one's apparently like super good and everyone loves it.
yeah, that's pretty good.
I
don't think it would.
Maybe Black Flag.
I don't think so. Black Flag's still pretty popular too. Well, though, fuck, maybe, because Ubisoft is coming out with a pirate game. So, but, why wouldn't you have both? Just keep making all the money, Like, current owners of the game will still be able to access, play, or re-download them, so you're only going to be screwed if you want to buy it in the future.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so in case you wanted to play a 10-year-old game, you can't, so fucking deal with it. Is that Bo?
Yeah, dude, he's whining back here. He wants out of the room.
Yeah. It's just so perfectly timed. Like, oh, you're screwed. Oh, oh, fucking Bo's upset, man.
He does love Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Well, who doesn't? I should have lumped this in earlier, but Sri Lanka's also getting a new president.
Okay.
So remember last year when a bunch of people got crazy and went to the Capitol and either stormed it or walked in, depending on what news source you listen to. So Sri Lanka did the same thing, but they were a little more effective. They actually got people to quit their job. So they're having a new ballot on July 20th to elect the new president.
Okay.
And yeah, a lot of fun things, a lot of changeovers going on, like the goddamn what do you call it? Your turnover rate is real bad for being the head guy and like president or prime minister. It's not great right now, except for I guess Japan. He was not the current one, but still interesting.
You got to be really hated to not even be the leader anymore, and then someone's like, "Yo, you need to die."
So 100,000 protesters gathered outside of the president's official residence, demanding this dude's resignation.
Damn.
Yeah, 100,000. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Like, they have 22 million people, so I mean that's a pretty big percentage. Like. We have 350, and there was like 1,200 or something outside the Capitol, and yeah.
Remember that shit was plenty.
Yeah, fucking 100,000 be way too much. Might as well get half the country to go after him, dude.
Yeah.
So it's a big. Their big concern is their economic. Yeah, their economy's not great right now.
Right.
They're a cash-starved nation. They got a whole bunch of other issues, but they believe that the government has been mismanaging the economy, and they don't fucking like it anymore.
Yeah.
So, which I understand. And I, for one, forgot that Sri Lanka existed. So, until I read this thing, I was like, oh, fuck, yeah. Like, it's a cool name, like Sri Lanka. Like, I like that. But never fucking... never even thought about it. But yeah. That's all I got.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you brought up that you said there was a Texas doctor, right? That said that we should do a floating...
No, California.
Oh, well.
Sorry.
Well, anyway, we'll do this one first. So...
It's a lady doctor, too, by the way.
Oh, wait. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Anyway, in Texas, there was a pregnant woman recently given a ticket for riding in the HOV lane.
I can see where this is going, and I'm loving it.
And because I guess they just passed legislation in Texas where 15 weeks on, it's a person.
That's a human. Got it.
So she's riding in the HOV lane, and she's got a $215 ticket for doing it, and she's fighting it.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 people in the car.
Yep. Listen, I love it so much. Like, if we're gonna go to this level of like, okay, well, you can't do this because that's a human. All right, then give it all of the human benefits. Then let me insure it in case something happens. Let me, if the fucking, if the, what do you call it? Your tax credit or your child, not the one that they were giving out, but like, you can claim it on your fucking...
Oh, taxes, yeah.
Yeah. Like, do that. If your dude skips out of town before he even knows you're pregnant, fucking charge him. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Child support, extra 9 months. Fuck it, dude. Let's go.
Yeah, her name is Brandy Batone of Plano...
Old Plano.
Of Plano, Texas, yeah. But she's 34 weeks pregnant.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's even past, like, when we talked about
First
it 2 weeks ago,
yeah.
the viability, when we were talking to Chantel, and she said 20 weeks was the viable. So, I mean, like, this baby's well on its way to being born.
Yeah, so that's straight up. I don't know why they would disagree. The only thing I can think of is be like, okay, but yeah, that it's got to be like somebody else that you're going to work with, right? Like, like just being assholes about it. And like, no, you don't. The signs don't fucking say that. They say 1 or more or 2 or more people. That's a person. So fuck you.
The only thing is I don't see her actually fighting it, because $215 compared to like court fees and a lawyer and like the legal proceedings, it's just gonna be a long, like, drawn out process. Because I mean, what is she gonna do, right? Because it doesn't say how she's gonna fight it. She's just on record saying she plans on fighting it.
Yeah, but right now with this being such a hot button issue, I bet a lawyer takes it pro bono for sure. Like, just was like, fuck it, dude. Let's stick it to the man. Let's, like, because you're setting precedent at this point. Like,
yeah,
if you're gonna make something illegal, well, or and the reason is because you're deciding that this is this. Okay, well, since that's that, we have to correct everything else, and the only way to do that is to have a precedent set by legal.
Yeah. I don't know.
I support her.
I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I know. I think it's the right move. Like, if you're gonna sit here and tell me that something at 15 weeks that cannot make it on its own, is a human being, then I mean, then to the letter of their law, she's in the HOV lane with 2 people.
Yep, I'm in. Sign me up. I'll sign wherever you want. That fucking reminds me. I got approached by a dude a couple weeks ago, standing in front of the Walgreens, asking for, sign my petition. I didn't even ask what it was. I was like, "Yep, just let me sign it. I don't care."
No way.
I don't want to have this conversation. Yeah. So whatever, dude.
In other news, go ahead. No, you're good.
I couldn't remember. I don't even remember what it was, but I was just gonna speculate on what it was. But it's fine.
Oh,
it's fine. In other news, how much do you use the internet? Besides, don't count porn usage, because we'll be here all day. Well, then never. I use it every day in one way or the other. Like, I have to use it at work. I have to use it for this. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even pay for cable anymore. I just use streaming services.
Yeah.
So, that's insane. Because Canada, for 11 million Canadian people, one of their major providers, Rogers, they lost all internet from Friday afternoon until Monday. The guy that I talked to about it, who's in Canada, he's the one who told me about it, so I looked into it. he had no fucking internet service until Monday. Like I want to say like Monday after yesterday afternoon.
Somebody you game with or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fuck. That's wild.
That's insane.
Does it know what like caused it or?
It was due to a cyber attack, and it's the second one that's happened in the last 15 months.
With that same company?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's annoying and rude.
And rude.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you?
Like, come on, man. Are they just like holding the internet ransom?
It doesn't. It just says it was a cyber attack. It doesn't. I guess they're still investigating.
No, all right, fair. That's wild. We had some internet issues today, but it was because it was fucking. We had like a crazy heat wave.
Yeah.
Like it hit 100 degrees at like 5 a.m. And then
Disgusting.
And then it went back down to like 80.
Ugh.
It was very confusing. I wasn't awake, but I was here for the aftermath because my roommates were like, "Yeah, the internet's not working." And I was like,
Internet.
"It's working for me downstairs, but whatever, okay." But they like reset it, and then now it was. I checked it before, and I wasn't getting the amount of speed I should have been, and now after they did that, I was. So there was an issue, but whatever.
But it wasn't affecting you, so who cares? You know.
Exactly.
America.
America. That's I'm an American, and if the fucking issue doesn't concern me, I don't care. Yeah. Or conversely, if it doesn't affect me, I care too much.
Right.
So
it happens, man.
I don't even know. Like, there's sometimes where, like, I'm just so busy doing stuff that I, don't check my phone. But it's like maybe half a day.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do for 3 days? You just go out, you're just roughing it. You gotta go fucking look for droppings, hunt deer and shit. Like,
yeah,
immediately. Because you can't do anything else. Like, you still have power, but I mean, what's the point, right? Like, you gotta load a DVD into your.
You could read a book.
Ugh, gross.
Right? Or you could like paint something and then watch the paint dry.
Oh yeah, actually, I'm about that. I'm about that. I did that for fucking 3 weeks a little bit ago.
Ugh.
Yeah, that fucking huge ass mural.
Oh yeah. Fucking East. You're God damn it! No, not that. Convoy. Your homage to Convoy.
Yeah, exactly. It was over the top with Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, that shit was huge. Just 6 foot by 9 foot. Which one do you say first, the height or width?
Yeah, you say the height.
Wait,
you say the height.
8 by 11. No, yeah. So it's fucking width first.
No, it's not.
Yeah, 8 by 11 piece of paper, height and width.
2 by 4, right? Is that?
That's width and height. Yeah.
Okay, it is width height. God,
Yeah.
dude.
Fuck.
Figuring stuff out. You're welcome.
Yeah. So it was a 9 by 6 mural, feet, gigantic. Ugh. I mean, it was cool, but like I didn't have to work, so that was dope. But also,
the fact that you didn't hide a dick in there somewhere makes me upset. Go back to work. Go back to work tomorrow and take a. I want to see it.
I want to
see where
with my dick, the whole thing.
Oh, dude.
Dude, yeah. There's a
No
guy
wonder
that
it took
does
so
that.
long.
Yeah. Had to find it first. Man.
All right. Now time for the Billboard 200 Top 10.
Fuck yeah.
Up from 2 to 1 this week, Un Vierno Sin Ti by Bad Bunny.
Oh, coming back. Okay.
Yeah, right. Debuting at number 2, Growing Up by Luke Combs.
Okay. Luke Combs.
Probably check that out. I like him. He's all right.
Yeah, he's
Down from 1 to 3, Honestly Nevermind by Drake. Fucking so passive aggressive. I hate it.
yeah.
Debuting at number 4, Breezy by Chris Brown.
Uh-oh.
Nice. All right.
Chris Brown's
there you
still
go.
around. That's
I didn't.
cool.
Yeah. You know, if he's the best comeback story ever. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, he's came back like 6 times, so I don't know. He's got so many issues.
How did he during like the whole Me Too stuff? How did he not just get fucking canceled? Right? Because
I have no idea.
It was proven that he like beat on Rihanna and
yeah, and also like there's been more shit where he's like beating other ladies too. It's like, okay, cool, man. Anyway, congrats on the top 10.
Right? Congratulations. Up from 18 to 5. 72-20 by Lil Durk.
Oh shit, he's back. Let's go.
Back.
God, next you're gonna tell me Moneybagg Yo's back.
Dude.
I wish.
Down from 3 to 6, Harry's House by Harry Styles. Damn, dude, this is a good week. Debuting at number 7, I'm Nayeon. The first mini album by Nayeon.
Nayeon. Never heard of him.
Yeah, I don't know either. All right. Oof, this is rough. Down from 5 to 8, Dangerous, a double album, Morgan Wallen. So this might be the end of an era.
Oh, but you gonna be all right?
I'm going to cry a little bit.
You should be a little excited because is that girl still there?
Hold on.
Okay, all right.
Debuting at number 9, Super Ache by Conan Gray.
Okay.
And then down from 6 to 10, I Never Liked You by Future.
Oh my God! Look how happy he is. Oh man!
So, I just want to point out that like this week is probably the best week since we've been recording this show.
Best week ever, dude. Oh man! Yeah. How can we top that? No more Olivia Rodrigo.
If she's back next week, I swear to God, I'm going to riot in the streets, dude. I'm going to go buy me a set of bullhorns and paint my face red, white, and blue and fucking riot in the streets.
Raid the fucking Capitol Music building.
Yep.
Capitol Records, I'm coming for you, buddy. Jesus. Terrible. That's hilarious, though. I'm happy for you. I mean... You've been waiting for so long to just get it out of there. And now you have your wish. How does it feel?
You know, they say to give 110%, and you work hard and you play hard and then, sometimes you just win, you know? That's
absolutely.
what coach tells me.
Yep. That's right. Kids and coaches. Fuck. What a wild week.
It has been insane.
Yep.
We want to thank our podcasting friends, Dutch and Denver podcast, No New Friends podcast, Kicking It with the Kellys, and the Remedy Room.
Hell yeah.
Make sure you follow the Linktree, leave all the likes and comments and stuff on YouTube, leave us reviews everywhere. You guys have been slacking. I just want to say you guys have been slacking on the YouTube comments.
Yeah, no comments in the last, 2 weeks?
Yeah, dude.
I mean...
Even though last week's episode is up to like 56 views, which is amazing.
Yeah.
On YouTube, anyway. We we have downloads higher than that on the actual just the audio.
It's like 300 times more than that.
300 times. You see that?
300 million times probably. Anyway. Yeah, you guys are fucking slacking. So share with your friends, share with everybody. You got that estranged family member you don't talk to. What a great way to connect. Say, hey, listen to these two yahoos I listen to, and we could talk about it. And you have a little bonding moment.
Exactly.
What's wrong
You're
with
welcome.
that? Yep. We're bringing families back together. So, yeah. That's it, right?
That's it.
I've had enough. Peace out, bitches.
Tip your bartender.